Okay, this is going to be weird because I'm not looking directly at myself. Anyway, this is my Ungoth Confessions video, and it's kind of weird. It's going to be weird because, first of all, before I say anything, I just want to say that I've always liked the darker side of things. Ever since I was a kid, I laugh at things that were inappropriate. I've just always been attracted to the darker side, and sorry, just distracted. And I love goth style, and I probably don't rock it very well, but I try within the realms of my dorkiness. So I just, I do what I can with what I have when I feel like it, and I don't always do it. I'm not a 24/7 goth. I just, mostly inside. And just lately I've been feeling like expressing it outwardly, and it's actually making me feel happier, which is maybe weird, but it is. It's making me feel better, more confident, actually closer to God, if you can believe that. That's weird, huh? But it is. But anyway, aside from that, to the point of my video of my Ungoth Confessions, things that people would consider ungothy, which I'm very eclectic. So anyway, first of all, I do not listen to goth or industrial music because I don't know any, to be honest. I don't really know. This is really bothering me. Just a second. I'm just moving my thing over. I don't really know any, and I feel stupid saying that, but I don't really, other than, I'm pretty old school because I'm old anyway, but, Nine Inch Nails and Disturbed, which isn't really goth music, but, it's heavy, and, so, like, my favorite music is 80s music, and, like, The Police, and Tears for Fears, and, my very favorite 80s song is Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes, and, I love me some Michael Bublé, sorry, Adele, love me some Ace of Base, Duncan Sheik, Disney soundtracks. My taste in music are pretty eclectic. But, those are the main things that are in my MP3 player. And I like oldies too, sometimes, like old music and the Monkees and things like that. So, yeah. Let's see. One thing about me that is kind of become a minority nowadays is that I don't swear, or at least I try not to, because if I swear, it's when I'm really, really angry and I'm at a breaking point, but I rarely swear. I don't use it in my everyday language. I'm not judging anybody for it, but I personally don't like it. I think it doesn't really show much intelligence if you have to have every other word be the F word. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm not trying to judge anybody, but I just don't like it. And it's just something that has always bothered me, and excessive swearing kind of makes me cringe. So, yeah, it's just not something that I enjoy doing or like or think is what I am, I just don't like it, so I don't just come out and say it. And I've been noticing more lately how many more people just love certain words and they just use them all the time, and it's just like, I feel weird, you know, I feel like, well, you know, I don't, so I'm like in the minority. But I really don't care, because I just don't like to, I strive not to. And it's not just because of my Christian beliefs, it's, I've always been this way, even when I was little, like, it would scare me when people start swearing, because I knew they would start fighting, so, anyway. So I don't swear, unless I'm really angry, which is not too often, but anyway. So, that being said, I am a Christian, like I said. I do believe in Jesus Christ as my Savior, and, yeah, there's another video I have with my testimony that I made a long time ago. If you want to know anything about that. I love cute things, like cupcakes, and pink and purple and pastel-y cute things, bright, fun, candy stuff. And Hello Kitty, which I can claim because I loved Hello Kitty way back in the 80s when I was a kid, when she was, you know, first kind of popular. I know she came out like in the 70s, but when I was a kid, you know, before she became all hype, you know, with everybody nowadays, she was mine. Anyway, so, yeah, I just really love really cutesy things. My Little Ponies and all that good stuff. What else? I would say this is kind of a excuse me, long-winded one, but here we go. I'm kind of a non-conformist. I may have said this before in one of my videos, but I don't like things that have a whole lot of hype to them. Or if I get into things that have a lot of hype, I come in late on it, like a year or two later, or maybe more, because, you know, I just don't like to jump on the bandwagon very much. And I'm not saying I never have, but I just don't like to very much. And a lot of times things that have a lot of hype really annoy me. Let's see, for example, Harry Potter. When Harry Potter came out, I thought it was the stupidest thing in the whole world, and I just didn't like it. And then a few years later, when I was in college, we had to read the second Harry Potter book, and I was like, ugh, gross. But I started reading it, and it wasn't too bad. And then I actually watched the movies, and I started getting into it, and I really liked the movies. So I'm not one that went out and read all the books, but I actually like it now. But in the beginning I didn't, so let's see. You know, I kind of suppose that's why I don't really fit the mold in a lot of areas. Like, I don't go into full-fledged goth. I only, you know, when I feel it, or like now, lately, I just really feel it when I want to express it. It's not something that I do every day. I don't conform to the whole subculture of it all the time, every day. And I've explained that already in one of my vlogs, why I don't give an environment and people and all that crap. Crap is not really a swear word, is it? It's just, I say that word a lot. And then, okay, I'm not a vampire fan. Gasp, I know. Blasphemy, I know. But I'm just really not into it. There's some vampire stuff that's cool, but it's never really been my thing. It's like, I don't like it. I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And there's like a line in between there, between liking and not liking it, that I'm kind of on. So, yeah. You know, don't hate me. Vampires are just not my thing. I'm just not like, ooh, vampires, you know. And, yeah. That's all I have to say about that. Let's see. Oh, okay. I like sci-fi. I do. I love sci-fi, and I love Star Trek. I don't know if you can call me a Trekkie, but in high school I did watch it a lot, and I love Star Trek and Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and not Enterprise, Voyager, and you know, and I've been starting lately over the past year to watch it again on Netflix, and I've remembered how much I loved it. And so I'm not like one of those Trekkies that uh, go to conventions and all that stuff, but I do love Star Trek a lot. You know, I love the whole idea of it. It's just awesome. You know, I love Starfleet. I love Ferengis. I love Klingons. I love Vulcans. You know, and all that. So, um, and my last confession would be that I'm actually very shy. And you're probably saying, how is a shy person here making videos on YouTube? Um, but the thing is, I'm also a Leo. So, you know, if you know anything about Leos, we kind of like to have a little bit of attention. And I like doing stuff like this, but I'm also a very self-conscious person. I can't tell you how many times I've deleted my videos because I go back and I hate them, and I don't like how I acted or what I said or how I looked, so I deleted them. So I used to have a lot more on my channel, but I deleted them. And also there's a difference between being shy and having zero self-confidence. And I can say that because I've been there. I've had zero self-confidence and I am shy, so I'm doing a lot better. I've been on both ends of the spectrum, you know. So years ago I would never be sitting here making videos on YouTube or anything like this. So mostly I'm quiet and socially awkward in public and in person. I don't talk much until you get to know me, or if I'm a one-on-one, you know, or just a few people. And then once you start to get to know me, you really understand how absolutely dorky and insane I am. My boyfriend can tell you about that, and people around me, friends, family. I'm crazy, but you know, I'm just really actually very shy, and yeah. So anyway, so that's it for my confessions. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching as always.